is former Ward 1 City Council member Ann Bannister. She was one of the original champions and co-sponsors of the unanimous September 2020 vote to decriminalize nature here in Ann Arbor. A lifelong advocate for personal freedom, spiritual growth, and helpful public policies, Ann continues to work on the connections between our ecosystem, the economy, mental health, and sustainability. Please welcome Ann Bannister.
What's up, Ann Arbor? As Anquinette said, I'm Ann Bannister, former Ward 1 City Council member, and words cannot describe how deeply humbled and honored I am to be part of this great lineup today celebrating our one-year anniversary. I want to encourage other elected officials to do the same thing and share the very positive experience I've had working with the Decriminalize Nature movement. And I want to thank Anquinette and everyone from the Decriminalize Nature movement for organizing this glorious event. That would include our own Julie Barron, Larry Norris, all the way from Oakland, California, Jim Salame, Mike Williams, Colin McDougall, Chuck Williams. Too many names to list here. It's been an awesome group of people to work with. I want to thank our out-of-town guests, William Leonard Picard, who is coming up next, who's been a leader in neurobiology in this field for decades, has come with us, and also our barking dog, who is coming up next, and one of the early pioneers for joining us today. I also want to really thank Senator Jeff Irwin and State Representative Yusuf Rabi, because it takes a lot of courage to stand up and walk the talk. And they certainly have, along with our county prosecutor, Ellie Savitt, and Victoria Burton Harris. Their significant leadership and advocacy we couldn't have done it without you all. By the way, I also want to say that our Representative Yusuf Rabi has been so well liked for his public service that now that he's term limited as a state representative, there's a groundswell of residents who are asking and clamoring for Yusuf Rabi to run for our mayor of Ann Arbor. Woo! So if you see Yusuf, please thank him for considering it and tell him you think that'd be a good idea. Yusuf, you're much loved here in Ann Arbor. Albert Einstein once said, "Logic will get you from A to B, imagination will take you everywhere." As a psychology student here at the university back in the 80s, and a frequent regular attendee for the Hash Bash on this very diag, I never imagined that nearly 40 years later, I would have the opportunity to serve on Ann Arbor City Council and be at the right place at the right time to be one of join all these pioneers and champions to help decriminalize nature and truly make a significant impact on several of our shared goals. From improving mental health to addiction recovery to strengthening our ties with indigenous groups and environmentalists who are working hard to protect our water and our tree canopy so that future generations can continue to enjoy our ecosystem and the life that we've enjoyed here in our lifetimes. Again, I want to strongly encourage other elected officials to feel safe and plow onward with decriminalizing in their own city and supporting the statewide movements. Long after our names are forgotten, our legacies and our spirit of what we are celebrating here today and creating here today for future generations will live on long after they've forgotten about us. During my 3 years serving on City Council, while the majority of people up at City Hall are kind and decent people, I found a rather shocking preponderance of, to use an indigenous term, Wendigos or Wendigos. And those are a people where they have succumbed to the mean, selfish, and greedy tendencies of human nature, and who take more than their share and abuse their power and even at City Hall actively conduct character assassinations on some of our prophets. So by contrast to that kind of people up at City Halls, I found that the Decriminalized Nature people, as you may have noticed, are a refreshing group of big-hearted, kind, wise, and gentle people who, rather than abuse power, would like to seek to use our power of love to improve and protect public health and mental health and cognitive liberty and be good stewards of the earth and our planet. So thank you all for being here today. Our work is not done. Please talk up Senate Bill 631 with your friends and family, and join decriminalizenature.org online so you can participate in our meetings and even action nights like this Wednesday night. We're having an online Zoom action night of how to promote Bill 631 with your representatives. So, and lastly, please exercise your right to vote. Look for candidates who truly walk the talk and are willing to advocate for the issues you care about. Let's end the war on drugs, and remember, zest is the secret of beauty. Angels can fly because they have good mental health and because they take themselves lightly. Boldness has genius, power, and magic in it, and everybody keep on doing the right thing every day all year long. Thank you.